All-Time History Channel presents Unveiling Cleopatra, the life and legacy of Egypt's last pharaoh. We're setting sail on the Nile today to explore the enigmatic figure of Cleopatra. Forget everything you think you know about the seductive queen. We're diving deep into the truth behind the legend. Join us as we unravel the lesser-known facets of her life, the controversies that continue to swirl around her, and the undeniable influence she wielded. From ancient Egypt to modern pop culture, Cleopatra's legacy is as fascinating as it is complex. So, grab your asp and hit subscribe. This is a journey you won't want to miss. Cleopatra VII, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt, wielded her influence in a way that dramatically reshaped the contours of world politics. Her strategic romantic and political alliances with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, pivotal figures in Roman history, had far-reaching impacts on the Mediterranean political landscape. As dawn broke over the Nile, the ancient world of Egypt stirred under the rule of its most famous queen, Cleopatra. The river, vital to Egyptian civilization, was also a silent witness to the queen's profound machinations that influenced the course of history from her royal palace in Alexandria. Each morning, Cleopatra engaged in elaborate rituals that emphasized her divine status among her subjects. These rituals were carefully designed to reinforce her image as a living goddess, an essential aspect of her rule. This not only solidified her power, but also aligned her closely with the religious beliefs of her people. Cleopatra's personal grooming and beauty routines were legendary, involving milk baths, honey, and almond treatments that captivated not only her admirers in Rome, but also set standards in cosmetic elegance. These practices highlighted her sophistication and understanding of the power of allure in politics and diplomacy. The day began in earnest with briefings from her private scholars who would inform her of the latest political, economic, and military developments. These sessions were crucial for Cleopatra as they shaped her decisions and strategies in governing a kingdom that was constantly under the threat of Roman imperialism. Cleopatra's strategic meetings with her advisors were pivotal in maintaining her power and influence. Held in the opulent halls of her palace, these gatherings enabled her to discuss military campaigns, economic policies, and diplomatic relations. Her leadership during these sessions demonstrated her keen intellect and decisive nature, which were essential for ruling Egypt effectively. Fluent in multiple languages, Cleopatra's ability to personally communicate with foreign diplomats was unprecedented. This skill not only enhanced her diplomatic efforts, but also allowed her to negotiate alliances and treaties directly. Her linguistic prowess impressed visiting dignitaries and played a crucial role in expanding Egypt's influence across the known world. As a devout ruler, Cleopatra actively participated in religious ceremonies, which solidified her position as the pharaoh and a deity in the eyes of her people. These rituals, involving offerings to gods like Isis and Osiris, were essential for reinforcing her divine status and aligning her rule with the will of the gods. The midday meals of Cleopatra were lavish affairs that showcased her wealth and the prosperity of her reign. Distinguished guests from across the Mediterranean were often invited. These meals served not just as social gatherings, but also as a display of the rich resources and culinary prowess of Egypt. Cleopatra's interest in education was profound. She spent parts of her day engaging in discussions on philosophy and the arts with esteemed scholars. This not only broadened her knowledge and perspective, but also influenced her administrative decisions and her strategies in governance and diplomacy. Cleopatra's interactions with Julius Caesar marked a pivotal chapter in her reign. Their alliance began with political motives, but quickly evolved into a deep personal relationship. Caesar's presence in Egypt solidified Cleopatra's power, allowing her to regain her throne and subsequently influence Roman politics from within. Her relationship with Mark Antony was both romantic and strategic, forming a powerful trifecta that threatened Rome's existing hierarchy. Their union was seen not just as a personal bond, but also as a significant political alliance that could potentially shift the balance of power in the Mediterranean. Cleopatra was known for her shrewd political maneuvers, often engaging in secretive tactics to enhance her position. Her intelligence network was vast, relying on spies and informers to keep her informed of the developments within her kingdom and beyond, ensuring she was always a step ahead of her adversaries. Her role as a mother was also central to her reign. Cleopatra took great care in the upbringing of her children, grooming them for future roles in a world where royal lineage dictated power. She aimed to instill in them the cunning and wisdom needed to navigate the treacherous waters of politics. Cleopatra's daily life was not all politics and power games. She also indulged in leisure activities to unwind. Chess and gambling were among her favourites, providing her with brief respites from her royal duties. These moments of leisure were crucial for maintaining her sharp mind and regal poise. Cleopatra's leisure hours were often spent over games of chess, where she showcased her strategic prowess not just in politics, but in personal entertainment as well. This ancient game, believed to have been a precursor to the version we know today, was a favourite pastime that allowed her to unwind yet stay sharp. Her fondness for gambling also painted a picture of a queen who was not only a lover of intellectual battles, but also someone who relished taking risks. This trait mirrored her bold political maneuvers, capturing the essence of her daring and dynamic spirit in both court and leisure. Traditional Egyptian entertainments were integral to Cleopatra's court, with music and dance being central to many gatherings. She enjoyed performances that depicted tales of gods and heroes, emphasizing her role as a custodian of both Egyptian culture and its divine connections. A grand banquet was never just a meal at Cleopatra's palace, it was a spectacle of luxury and power. These events were meticulously planned to impress and influence her distinguished guests, featuring exotic dishes and captivating performances strategically used to forge political alliances and display her wealth and cultural sophistication. Her afternoons sometimes found her escaping the confines of the palace for a serene sail on the Nile. These excursions offered her a brief respite from royal duties and allowed her to reflect on her strategies and the affairs of her kingdom, all while enjoying the natural beauty of her realm. Cleopatra's dinner parties were not just social affairs, but strategic platforms where she engaged with foreign dignitaries to strengthen her political alliances. These opulent gatherings showcased her wealth and power, featuring exotic dishes and fine wines, ensuring her guests were both impressed and indebted to her hospitality. As the evening wound down, Cleopatra would spend time reflecting on her day's achievements and failures. This introspection was crucial for planning her next moves in the complex game of politics she played. It was during these quiet moments that she assessed her strategies and prepared for future challenges. Cleopatra's enduring legacy in Egypt and beyond is undeniable. She revitalized the Egyptian economy and promoted its culture across the Mediterranean. Her reign marked significant advancements in arts and sciences, making Egypt a beacon of prosperity and intellectual achievement during her time. Her influence over the Roman political landscape was profound. Cleopatra's alliances and conflicts with Roman leaders like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony reshaped the politics of Rome, influencing its internal power dynamics and its dealings with other nations, leaving a lasting impact on the course of history. Cleopatra's role in promoting Egyptian culture and economy was pivotal. She was not just a queen, but also a cultural ambassador for Egypt, using her charisma and intelligence to showcase the richness of her nation. Her efforts in enhancing trade and cultural exchanges elevated Egypt's status on the world stage. Cleopatra's life is often shrouded in myth, casting her as either a seductress or a tragic heroine. Reality paints a more complex picture of an astute ruler who navigated the treacherous political waters of her time, using her intelligence and charm to maintain Egypt's independence amidst the rising power of Rome. The remnants of Cleopatra's reign, from majestic ruins in Alexandria to artifacts displayed in museums, still speak volumes about the grandeur of her era. These archaeological finds help piece together the story of a civilization rich in culture and advanced in governance. Portrayal in under her rule literature has varied dramatically through the ages, reflecting the changing lenses of cultural and historical understanding. From Shakespeare's tragic figure to the empowered leader in recent films, each interpretation offers a new angle on her multifaceted legacy. Reflecting on Cleopatra's achievements and her dramatic suicide following the defeat by Octavian, it's clear her death marked the end of both her dynasty and the Hellenistic era in Egypt. This pivotal moment led to the Roman annexation of Egypt, reshaping the political landscape of the ancient world. Considering what the world might have been like if Cleopatra had not existed invites speculation on how significantly individual leaders can shape historical events. Her alliances and political maneuvers had lasting impacts on both Egyptian and Roman histories, influencing the course of Western civilization. Reflecting on the impact of historical figures like Cleopatra on modern politics and culture reveals their enduring influence. Cleopatra's political acumen and strategic alliances shaped the power dynamics of her era and continue to serve as a fascinating study in leadership and diplomacy. Visiting Egypt offers a tangible connection to Cleopatra's legacy, allowing travellers to explore the ancient sites where she once walked. From the ruins of Alexandria to the temples along the Nile, each location whispers stories of a time when she ruled and influenced the Mediterranean world. For those intrigued by Cleopatra's life, numerous books and documentaries provide deeper insights. These resources delve into her political strategies, personal affairs, and the cultural impact she had during her reign, offering a comprehensive look at one of history's most dynamic leaders. Reflecting on Cleopatra's life stirs a timeless intrigue. Her ability to maintain power in a male-dominated world, her intellectual pursuits, and her dramatic end make her story one that continues to captivate and inspire, highlighting the complex interplay of history and legend. As we conclude our series on Cleopatra, we turn our gaze to the future with upcoming videos that will illuminate other enigmatic figures from ancient history. These episodes promise to delve into the lives and legacies of luminaries like Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and Queen Nefertiti, offering fresh insights and untold stories. We thank you for joining us on this historical journey. If you enjoyed exploring the depths of Cleopatra's reign and influence, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support inspires us to continue uncovering the rich tapestries of the past and sharing them in our weekly documentaries. In her own words, or perhaps as close as history allows, Cleopatra famously declared, "I will not be triumphed over." This statement captures her indomitable spirit and enduring legacy, making it a fitting close to our series. As we reflect on her life, her resilience and strategic acumen continue to resonate across the ages. Smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Your subscription fuels our journey through history, and together we'll unravel its mysteries one video at a time. Don't forget to check out our playlists and recommended videos for more fascinating historical tales. From ancient mysteries to modern conundrums, our channel is your gateway to the past, inviting you to unravel history's most intriguing puzzles. See you soon.